Did you know that most Americans don't have at least $400 saved up in case of emergencies? It's a well-known fact by both the public and the Federal Reserve that most people do a poor job managing their finances. Very few people, it seems, are good at budgeting. Having a good relationship with money doesn't exclusively mean you're wealthy or have a high income. Instead, having a good relationship with cash means that you're responsible for your wealth and aren't making reckless decisions. So what are some of the most common reasons that people are poor and broke? What can you do to avoid these common pitfalls? Today we'll look at 6 mistakes and how you can prevent them. But before I do that, please make sure you watch this video until the end and do not skip any part so that you don't miss out on those 6 mistakes that could potentially change your life. Also, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Number 1. Not having goals. The first mistake people frequently make with their money is not having clear and well-defined financial goals. Setting goals is the starting point for any financial decision you make. Having a clear, set-in-stone goal makes achieving them more manageable, as you know exactly what you're aiming for. If your goal is, for example, to become debt-free within the next 3 years, you have a clear and hard goal to work towards actively. You can then create a plan to achieve said goal. Not having these goals, however, will leave you unable to form a plan. Without a plan, you're far less likely to achieve whatever your financial goals are. Don't be like the majority of people and set clear and concrete financial goals for yourself. Number 2. Not having emergency funds. The second mistake people make with their money is not having emergency funds ready. Approximately 1/3 of people don't have the $400 we'd already mentioned saved in case of emergency. Unplanned costs are a fact of life and can appear whenever and wherever. $400 is a small amount for an emergency fund, and not having at least that saved up is a problem. Take a car repair, for example. The average car repair costs between $500 and $600. Other things could pop up as well. Some examples include losing your job or primary source of income, unexpected medical bills, sudden home problems. The potential list of emergencies is endless, as are their potential costs. Set aside some money for an emergency fund, just in case anything should happen. The only predictable thing about life is that it's unpredictable. Number 3. Lack of budget. The third reason people struggle financially is their lack of a budget. If you don't track just how much money you both make and spend, you'll never be able to save enough money from your income to help begin building up your wealth. An unfortunately common example. A person gets paid and begins to spend their paycheck. Within a week or two, their money is all dried up and they have no idea where their income went. Having a budget would prevent this. Sitting down and tracking every dollar you spend and earn may seem complex and uncomfortable, but the benefits budgeting brings heavily outweigh the discomfort. People often say they want to enjoy their lives instead of saving up their money until they become too old to appreciate everything they built. I'd appreciate it if you could take a moment to hit the like button. Your support will enable me to continue producing such useful content. If you have already liked my video and subscribed to my channel, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Number 4. Expensive habits. This fourth monetary mistake is fostering expensive habits. Habits can be good or bad, as well as cheap or costly. For example, we'll look at drinking. Having the occasional 1 drink or 2 isn't bad. However, excessive and frequent drinking is a problem. Minus the health problems that come from drinking a lot. Going out to the bar a lot can also destroy your wallet and budget. Studies have shown that the typical American household will spend around $450 on alcohol per year. If you reduce the amount of money you spend on alcohol or eliminated the cost altogether, you'd be saving nearly $450 a year on average. Just imagine what you could do with that extra $450. You could throw it into the stock market and begin earning passive income off the extra money, save it and allow it to collect interest, or spend it on something more tangible than a drink. Reduce or eliminate any overly excessive habits you have for the long-term well-being of your finances. Number 5. Bad debt. The fifth mistake we're going to cover is taking on bad debt. Just like there are both good and negative habits, There are good and bad debts. Good debts are debts you take on as a necessity to help gain something, whether income or something else. Bad debt, meanwhile, is debt that you're paying off for something that cost you money. An example of good debt could be an apartment building you're renting out, while an example of bad debt is a fancy new cell phone. Compare the person who takes on debt to rent out apartments to the person who takes on debt for a phone. The apartment owner now has a passive source of income, which he can profit from and use to pay off his debt. In a way, his debt will pay itself off. The phone owner, meanwhile, is now being forced to pay off a shiny new gadget that he ultimately didn't need. The phone isn't assisting him in bringing in any extra income, nor does it have the potential of paying itself off like using rental property to pay off a mortgage. The phone was an unnecessary, impulsive purchase that is only going to drain what funds he has in his bank account. Another aspect of good debt versus bad debt is purchasing things for clout or to impress others. As Dave Ramsey puts it, people buy items simply for the purpose of impressing others. You don't need the trendiest designer clothes, newest phones and devices, or fancy imported cars. All of these are only going to drain your bank account without bringing you anything tangible. You may feel brief happiness from purchasing them, but that happiness will quickly fade. It's temporary. Is impressing the people around you with overly expensive tastes truly necessary? What do you ultimately gain from buying these things? Before you purchase anything, weigh both the pros and cons of the item. What does it bring you? And can it help you earn extra income? Is it something you positively need? If it's ultimately something you only impulsively want, pass on it. You'll be better off monetarily in the future. Real quick, if you guys are enjoying this video, which I put a lot of time and energy into, I would really appreciate it if you guys tap the like button and make sure you subscribe with notification on. And if we get 2,000 likes on this video, I'll drop a brand new video next week about the same topic. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 6. Not investing. The sixth mistake we'll cover is only saving your money. Saving your money isn't a bad idea. On the contrary, it's a necessary step to building up long-term financial success. Instead, besides only saving money, you also need to put your money to work. Investing your money, whether in real estate, bonds, stocks, etc., is a great and easy way to put your money to work. You have to save income, yes, but also take a portion of your payout and put it to work to help grow your wealth over time. By saving and investing, not only saving, you'll guarantee yourself long-term wealth. If your goal is to be financially secure and have the ability to enjoy yourself in the future, then income is more important than simply saving money. Both are necessary, but saving money alone won't bring you any significant gains. The average savings account only has an interest rate of 0.05%. If you put $10,000 into your savings at that interest rate and contribute $1,000 a month, you'll have only made $7.75 from interest. However, if you put $100 a month into a stock or index fund with an average annual return rate of 10.5%, like the S&P Index Fund, you'll have made an extra $370. That's more than 4 to 5 times higher than savings alone. Investing in stocks and putting your money to work can be scary, but there are other options for people who are more risk-averse. Like the mortgage example, renting out spaces for people to live in is an easy option. Although the average interest rate for savings accounts is less than 1%, it's possible to find higher yield savings accounts. Some savings accounts may pay up to 6 to 7%, earning you far more income. Or you could invest in things like CD or bonds. They're far less volatile than stocks while also having higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts. By focusing on and prioritizing income over savings, you'll increase your wealth faster than from saving alone. This, followed by a stringent savings plan, will ensure you make enough money, as well as save enough to live comfortably in the future. Although these 6 mistakes are, unfortunately, all too common among people, they're also simple to avoid. By avoiding them, you'll begin to gradually build up your wealth and will be able to enjoy it in time. Don't foster expensive habits. Put your money to work and save, budget, don't take on unnecessary debts, have clear financial goals, Prioritize income over saving money alone. Make sure nothing you purchase is impulsive or only designed to impress people. And always have some money set aside for emergencies. Avoid these common pitfalls, and you'll ensure your long-term financial security and success. Now, if you want to watch more videos like this, then you need to watch this video right here. This video is one of the best on this channel. You can click on this video to watch further.